spectacular SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles. It's the Philadelphia Eagles.
For your Los Angeles Chargers.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from SoFi Stadium. Oh, yeah. He'll get across the 20, up and down the 23-yard line. So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback. This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Another run here with Hampton. That's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he takes it to the 35.
And this is what happens when your offensive line and your back are in sync and on the same page. Great job by the O-line distorting the defense at the point of attack, and then the running back understanding where that hole is, hitting it full speed, brings up a fresh set of downs.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Quick throw, caught by Johnston on the RPO. That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he is going to have the Chargers first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the ground, it's Kamani Vidal. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Now Herbert throwing on 2nd down. Looking middle and complete with Allen. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
40-yard line.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day. Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
2nd down, they need 3. A handoff, first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down. They'll run the sneak. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground, they'll go with Vijay. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a
gain of 11 on that one. And the Chargers have the first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Best time to call a draw is when the defense is playing a pass situation, so a down and distance that screams pass. You want those defensive linemen ripping up the field thinking, I'm going to go sack the quarterback. In this case, they time it perfectly, hands the ball off to the back. Big pickup. Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
To throw, it's Herbert. He'll get this to Disley on the right. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass.
And he's going to have to eat this one, and down he goes.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
So now, fourth down, and Cameron Dicker is on for the Chargers.
A 33-yard
This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Cameron Dicker to kick
3
off
points
for the
on that
Chargers.
opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Gibson now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge, they know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is. The main goal for these quarterbacks when they're facing zone defense, Mike, is to identify the soft spots quickly. You need your guys to get open and stay open all before that defense has a chance to get home with their rush. They want to tie the coverage in with the rush unit. Like you see here, when you can give good protection and your receivers can get open and find those open spots, you deliver the ball on time, there's a lot of room to operate.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Let's give a lot of credit to him, Mike, for standing tough in the pocket. He knows he's about to take a big hit with the defense bringing pressure, but they weren't able to get there in time and prevent that completion.
On play action, Hurts. He takes off.
These plays just kill you. Defense, the pressure is good, but you have to contain him. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
It's going to be third. They need one. They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to have the Eagles first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
Mike, I think the way we've seen the NFL going these past couple years is I think all these quarterbacks, they love when the call comes in for the sideline for quarterback sneak. Hey, coach, put the game on my shoulders. With this offensive line, I'm going to pick up this first down, and that's exactly what they did.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. It's second down.
It was actually a really nice play design. I just don't love the execution. So with this RPO, what you're hoping is you can hold that extra defender near the line of scrimmage, and it allows your guy to kind of leak out behind them, but just didn't look like the timing and that everyone was on the same page, and ends up kind of being...
Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Oh, and they had a shot there, Mike. He just overthrows his man, and this just comes down to just continuing to get on the same page. This is a feel throw, a feel route. Just puts a little too much air on it, and he just can't quite run it down.
Forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Chargers offense ready now for their second drive. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin first and 10. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
For Lad McConkey. Incomplete. Quinyon Mitchell on the coverage.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. And they'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here now, third and 5. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots, even though they weren't able to connect. It's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
The Eagles offense ready to take over for their second possession.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Hurts, gonna keep it on the option. Not much room to operate there. He'll get only to about the 24.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the lead guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. 3-0 is our score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. It's 3rd and 4 as we are ready to get back underway. Catch made there. That's Smith. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
And an Eagle first down.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy certainly one of them.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Deion Henley on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
First down, Eagle.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Now a screen set up for Barkley. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but this is going to go down as a big loss on the play. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the ball.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 6. Hurts. He's got his man ground. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
He'll throw on 4th down with Hurts. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. As this defense can't come up with the play they needed, they surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chargers' 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. First carry for the Auburn alum, Hank Bigsby. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Chargers' 13-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Now it's Hurts. Open receiver is Dotson. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third and a yard. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
And anytime you have a long drive going, you'd hate to have it stall out there. So that's a really nice job up front, making sure that that doesn't happen, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
Good blocking, and he's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles move out to a 7-3 lead.
Eagles 7, Chargers 3.
To kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chargers offense headed back to take over once more. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. He'll push forward for about a yard. That's John Campbell getting in there to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Motion man is Johnston. Shotgun now for Herbert. Throwing right. That's Johnston. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Disley is the man in motion. Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Nice job here by the defense. They understood this quarterback is looking to push this ball downfield past the line to gain, and he's got no choice but to check it down short to the tight end, rally tackle, and brings up 4th down.
And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The Eagles offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. On 1st down, it's Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing is Hurts. That's complete to Smith. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of 1st down after a gain of 7.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down, 3 to go. To throw is Hurts. He's going to have the 1st down and more.
Complete to Jahan Dotson. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Eagles.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And in motion is Brown. Open man is Smith. He's got him. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 37-yard line.
Off the play fake, Hurts in trouble, and down he goes.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got this one complete to Goddard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down.
1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete.
This is something they teach defensive linemen, Mike, that, of course, we want to get to the quarterback and pressure and hit him and ultimately sack him. But if you don't think you're going to get there, when his hand comes off the ball, your hands go up. Get in that throwing lane, get a deflection, and he's able to force the incomplete.
On 2nd down, Barkley. He'll get about 2. Dayon Henley there on the tackle.
And it's 3rd down.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
Here's their punter now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to get back at it. McConkey in motion. Throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Now Herbert throwing on 2nd down. He's got room past the 25. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts.
First down.
And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
32-yard line.
Disley is the man in motion. Throwing on 1st down is Herbert.
Herbert's pass complete to Will Disley. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing again, Herbert. He'll swing this out to Hampton. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their 2nd as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1.
3.
Third down and 3. Now Herbert again. He'll find Hampton out of the backfield. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
And the Chargers.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Third down and 9. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the Chargers. And no return. How good is that? Backs him up all the way to the 2. The Eagles offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Hurts working in the pistol. Now quick throw taken in by Brown.
Complete to A.J. Brown. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 12-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. And in motion is Brown. So we've hit half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hanson, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one, likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And an Eagle first down.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. The quarterback delivered a good ball.
And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet inbound.
26, Saquon Barkley. Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 44 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Hurts going to hold on to this one. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it's going to be 4th down. Here comes the Eagles punt team.
Formation for the Eagles.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Chargers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Hampton, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. John Campbell, first-round pick out of Bama, there for the stop.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Disley is the man in motion. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. The coverage right there, and it's knocked away. Incomplete.
One of the biggest differentiators for a lot of these defenders, Mike, is a lot of them can stay in tight coverage. But where the special guys separate themselves is what do they do once the ball is in the air? They almost turn into offensive players with their ability to track it, and this is a great example here why.
Disley is the man in motion. Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Incomplete. Reed Blankenship on the coverage.
And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football.
At their own 49-yard
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. Quickly out to Smith. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Devontae Smith. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Now Hurts. Going to call his own number. And he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up 3rd down. A pistol snap back to Hurts. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And that'll set up 4th down.
So they're trying to get the ball out of the hand of the quarterback. That's the best way to slow down any good pass rush, but the accuracy and the run after catch is a critical part of the play. So when this ball is not thrown out in front, what they call the front shoulder pad throw, it makes it really hard for this slant route to get completed, and the ball's thrown so far behind him.
And he's going to have the Eagles first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. There's a gain of 18.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
He was covered by
Timing and anticipation, those are the critical elements anytime you're throwing a ball outside of the numbers. If the quarterback waits too long, Mike, that receiver just gets closer and closer to the sideline and just makes what should have been a much easier throw and catch an incomplete pass.
That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll be third down.
Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. But anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in and just wasn't able to quite make the completion. The defenders knew a pass was coming. They had their ears pinned back here on third down, but they initially allowed him to escape the pocket and make a break for it, but give them credit. They recognized the scramble quickly, rallied to the ball, stopped him short of the first down.
A 39-yard attempt.
Elliott's kick
The kick
is good. And the Eagles go out to a 10-3 lead.
3.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Davis now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start first and 10. This one not quite on target. Let him too much. That one falls incomplete.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. The left side, catch made by McConkey. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
No play fake. Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. Number 15 gets 15 yards out of that one, and he's got his team of first downs.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Vidal. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
First down.
Remember this one thing, Mike.
At the 40-yard
It is
line.
not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
That's another
A big play and a much-needed one as well.
First down
and even 30 yards.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 1-yard line.
Allen in motion. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Will Disley. Touchdown, LA. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chargers will tie things up. It's now 10-10.
Cameron Dicker
So back to level after the
Chargers.
touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Here is Shipley on the return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Eagles offense ready to take over once again. Low-scoring game, all time, third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. Hurts delivers it quick to Brown. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one.
First
down, Philadelphia.
Wants my jersey. Paid for this?
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
And he'll take this ahead to the 43-yard line. Denzel Perryman in on the stop.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
It's a
from the shotgun. It's Hurts. Looking right side. He's got a receiver. It's Smith. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now a give to Barkley, running right, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Deion Henley on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. To throw is Hurts. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. 1st down and more inside the 25. And he's in! Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Eagles go up by 7. It is now 17 to 10.
Chargers 10.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to get back to work. Find themselves trailing 17 to 10 now as they come up with 1st down and 10. On play action now, Herbert. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice job there of not only tracking the ball, but then putting yourself in position to make the play. And that's step 1. I promise you step 2 on that sideline. His secondary coach is saying, hey, next time you can get your hand on the ball, let's try to come away with that takeaway.
Disley is the man in motion. Herbert to throw on 2nd down. Quick throw, slant, caught by Johnston. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of
11 yards on the pass there. 1st down, L.A.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here comes Vidal. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, here's a run to begin the 4th quarter. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
It's a loss of 1.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
He gets this one complete to Johnston. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Shotgun snap, we're going to give it to Hampton. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 4. They'll go again with Hampton. And he's fouled up after a gain of a yard.
John Campbell on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Shotgun now for Herbert. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Eagles offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down and 8. Throwing is Hurts. Out wide, here's Smith. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard that sets up 3rd down.
I can promise you that's not what they had in mind when they called that play. They're thinking either catch the defense in deep, soft coverage, or maybe get lucky and they're blitzing. In this case, they get neither and pick up a minimal gain.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Jahan Dotson. Incomplete. 3 and out. 4th down.
Here comes the Eagles punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Davis to return it, and not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
The
Chargers offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Jalen Phillips on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Herbert. He'll get this complete left side to Johnston. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Johnston. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and
3. Third down, 3 to go. Now Herbert. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Incomplete. Reed Blankenship on the coverage.
Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. A first down throw for Hurts. Now a quick throw taken in by Brown. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 39-yard line.
Now Hurts. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Denzel Perryman.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
The Chargers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Herbert now on first down. Looking middle, and he finds Disley. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
37-yard line.
Really no hesitation on the part of the quarterback, Mike. I mean, he knew where that open receiver was going to be based on his pre-snap read. The defense did nothing to alter that picture, and that's a great play to start this drive.
They'll give this to Vidal. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. On play action, now Herbert That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
Cooper DeJean on the coverage.
They need to get it to the 27. This is third down. Throwing now is Herbert. He'll try to hit him with a screen. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Fourth down.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
So here is Cameron Dicker. Dicker, the kicker in a big spot. This to get the deficit down inside of a touchdown. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer. So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. Gibson now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And showing a little versatility as he takes this one forward up to the 34, a pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Hurts working in the pistol. He's got his tight end, Calcaterra, to the left. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Hurts. On the run to the right.
Jalen Hurts on the scramble.
So the two components to a scramble drill, Mike, is the quarterback has to buy time with his legs, and then all of the receivers need to second reaction and come open downfield late. And he bought time, but nobody was able to separate, and there's nowhere to go with the ball.
We're about ready now for the punt, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. That's taken at about the 14, and he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The Chargers offense back onto the field for their next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Herbert. This one intercepted. Picked up by Cooper DeJean. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
For the good corners, Mike, they all share this certain mentality, right? It's bring it on. I want the best. I want the ball thrown in my direction. So anytime they get a chance to break up a play and silence an opposing offense, but man, when they get a chance to take one away and get their hands on it, that is what they live for.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Ooh. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Chargers 13.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Davis now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll come up for 1st and 10. On the ground, Hampton. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Incomplete. Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long. From the gun, it's Herbert. Looking middle and complete with Allen. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9.
Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. They'll drop to throw. This one finds McConkey. It'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That is left side and taken in by Allen. They hook up again, second time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 29-yard line.
Here's second down. Throwing again, Herbert. That's into the hands of the fullback. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second, as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches. Herbert to the air again. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Herbert to the air again. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock.
2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Now Herbert again. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone and incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
So now a big play coming here for the Chargers, who are going for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point
Disley
conversion.
is the man in motion. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. That'll be caught, and he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful, and game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the 4th quarter.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
In need of a recovery and a quick field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Hurts down to a knee, and that will wrap this one up. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were right, but they come away with a hard-fought victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night from SoFi.